Hi. Remember the two questions I asked you before about the definition of a market and the definition of marketing. We've already taken care of the definition of a market in the previous video, and if you haven't seen it yet, you can just press this link. But in this video, we'll be talking about the proper definition of marketing. My name is Wael Yassin, and I'll be with you in this video to answer this question. What is marketing? In order to answer this question, actually it took me a while to go and search through different marketing references and also online here. And to tell you the truth, I found lots of definitions. But to make things more simple and easy for you, I solicited the most eminent definitions and we'll review them together right now. I start with the normal dictionary, or probably Merriam-Webster Learner's Dictionary, in which they define marketing as the activities involved in making people aware of our products, the products of the company, and making sure the products are available for purchase. Basically, when I read this definition, I said, oh my God, is this the definition of marketing or sales? And because it sounds more like sales definition rather than marketing definition. And I didn't like it actually when it doesn't mention anything about the customer. So let's go for another definition, and let's go for here AMA, the American Marketing Association's definition. It's a very good definition. It also talks about the activity that institutions go for in order to create, communicate, deliver, and make the exchange of an offering that has some value to the customers and the clients. So basically here, I loved it because they here emphasize the importance of offering something with a value to the customer. Again, but you won't remember any of that. So let's go for another definition. Let's explore what Chartered Institute of Marketing in UK said about marketing. They also talked about here, it's a management process that's responsible for identifying, anticipating, and satisfying an important customer need or requirement. I loved it, but also they put here at the end of the sentence an important word. They said profitably. Maybe we would ask, why profitably comes at the end of the sentence? Is this because of the importance? The answer was definitely no. The wisdom of those CIM people here, they said, we wanted to emphasize that profitability is part of the definition. However, it is not the main objective, but rather it comes as a consequence, a reward to good marketing effort. And I like that. Here, last but not least, I wanted to go for Philip Kotler's definition. And Philip Kotler is probably the most eminent author and professor for marketing. You can hardly find any kind of university teaching marketing or business administration without having any of his books, or at least referring to his books. So his definition actually is a very comprehensive and good definition. It says it's a science and art of exploring, creating, and delivering value to satisfy the customer. I love that. It's fantastic because it takes care of the customer being the core of the entire process. It also adds here that marketing also identifies not only the needs, but the unfulfilled needs to be satisfied. It also emphasizes here the definition of the target market. The target market, which is basically the market segment that the company is very good at surveying, and they will be able to survive with them for a long time. Once again, I cannot tell you how happy I am with this definition. However, if I ask you once again, do you remember any of this? Probably not necessarily. If I meet with you at any place and ask you, what's the definition of marketing? I doubt it if you'll be able to put all these in sentences the same way Philip Kotler did. Okay, so accordingly, in order to help you, my humble self, Wael Yassin, has decided to put this definition in 5 important points. Number 1, who is your customer? When I say who is your customer, I don't want you to tell me his name is XYZ, but who is the customer and who are the customers? I want you to know everything about them. Their hobbies, their interests, their activities, their gender, their age, plenty of things you need to know about this customer before you move to second step, which is what are their needs? We know the customer now, but what does the customer need? And we focus here on a need that's unfulfilled yet or not properly satisfied. Now we have good enough information to go back to the office or to the factory and start developing something of value to offer to these customers in order to satisfy their requirements. Now, the process sounds to be complete, but it wouldn't be complete without 2 more conditions. Number 4 here is you're not alone in the market. Many people can do the same thing. We call these people competitors. So what you need to do in step 4 or point 4 here, you need to make sure that what you develop is much better than the competition. And last but not least, and I'm following here the same recommendations of CIM, Charters of Marketing, putting profitability here at the end. And again, this is no indication whatsoever about the importance of profit. You need to make profit in order to survive in the business. Otherwise, you will be out of business very shortly. So accordingly, profit is important and it should come here. This concludes our discussion about the definition of marketing, but this is not as far as we can go. We will be going through different other concepts of marketing, just following. And we don't want to end up here without thanking the sponsor for this particular video, which is Chameleon. And Chameleon is the co-working space ever to be existed in the New Cairo. And it offers lots of services, and I'm not going to talk about all the services they produce because you can find all this in the link that you will see here. If you like this video, remember to press like. If you want to show it to any of your friends and relatives, share it. And if you want to follow what comes next, remember to subscribe. My name is Wael Yassin, and I'll see you in the coming videos. Thank you very much.